It's recording. Can't be there's that aspect ratio thing. I gotta find out. All right, we are live on the tube right now. We are live on the tube. Just getting my OBS set up properly.
So we have the OBS just for content extraction, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm gonna record my OBS in vertical mode because we'll have the horizontal already. (180 by 1920).
All right. Oh no, I don't want to stream. I want to record. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Take a little shoot. Put us over on the side.
And 80 by 1920.
Man, I held a trade for the longest I've ever held a trade. I probably But I just couldn't let it go, the fact that it was not gonna go bearish.
Uh,
And
what time is your entry?
7:04 a.m. and it filled literally at my position. It filled at well, no, not 12:13. I don't know what time they have this at, but it really just filled this morning, like
I do.
4:30 or was it 2 a.m. around there?
Mhm.
And we are still moving bearish, which I like to see that.
Beautiful.
I like to see.
Two.
Are you all good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my OBS to configure to my whole screen.
Hmm.
But I should record my screen too. When you record the OBS, do you split screen it for your screen and your camera view?
Yes, I got the camera
All
view
right,
up top and the screen at the bottom.
all right, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, no, I'm good.
But let me go to our YouTube channel to make sure that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but I wanted to have both of us on there. Right now, it just shows me.
Does it change when I talk?
It
Testing,
does
testing. Does it change when I talk?
it does not change when you talk. What if I make co-host? That's probably what I need to do. Let's see if it changes. We make you the host. That changes it. Meeting is in focus mode. Only host and co-host can see your video. Okay, now I can see you on there, but now I can't see me. So I know there can be two hosts on here. Let's stop focus mode. There it goes. Now I see both of us. Now let's go back to this. Now you should see both of us on there. Joe, what is going on?
Got it. I think I'm good to go, man.
I don't see you on this live stream. That's bothering me. Okay, we'll just do this. Oh yeah, yeah, I do. When you talk, I believe it switches. Yep.
It'll switch.
Yep. It's good. It's
There
good.
we go.
Joe, what
Nice
is going
meeting you too.
on?
Good morning, Mr. Joe.
Joe Penny.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Oh
Good to see you both on the screen.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
back in
Yes, sir.
action.
Yes, sir. Back at it. Back at it. I'm gonna just blow my nose real quick.
Yeah, the cool thing about it too. Can you still hear me, Q?
Yeah.
The cool thing about it is the camera being on the screen doesn't matter. Oh, not the camera, but like where it shows who's on the call, and then where it shows like our face, you don't have to have that up. You can minimize that so you don't have to see
Uh-huh.
that, because it'll show
That's
our
dope.
face no matter what and switch based on who's talking.
That's super dope.
So yeah, but let me get my music going now, man, because I've been rocking out with the jazz. Get that going. Get that going.
Step into Wix Studio.
Don't like the live ones. I feel like I'm gonna get hacked. All right, cool. How's the volume on that, Joe? Volume good on that one? Don't want it to be too loud today at all.
I think that's perfect. Thank you.
Nice.
No, it's not too bad for me.
Let me just go ahead and post this FinViz on Discord. Man, Q, how was Japan, man? We have to talk about that. You gotta show me more pictures today too. And see.
Yeah, I think I took some out of 1,200 or 1,300 pictures. I got a lot. It was fantastic, bro. It was unbelievable. It was a really, really fun trip. Did a lot. So
Yeah.
we stayed in 6 or 7 different cities over
Okay.
the span of 2 weeks. Checked out a bunch of temples. Ate some good food.
For sure.
Was a tourist for sure. That was awesome.
Nah, that's super dope.
It was awesome. I'll definitely go back. That's for sure. Definitely go back.
Yeah, Japan is definitely somewhere I could definitely see myself visiting.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And when I was there, I was for real. When I was talking to my buddies, I was like, I could definitely live here for a couple months. I could definitely live here, like do like a summer.
Yeah.
Work remotely and live over there. So
Yeah.
it's a great time. The people are super friendly, super nice.
It's so dope. Can't even lie.
Yeah, bro.
How was the weather?
It was good, man. It was a little humid on the hotter days. But most days it was, you know, mild overcast, upper 60s, low 70s.
That is not bad at all.
No, not at all. Yeah. It gets a little bit hotter there over the next couple months, but I think we went at a good time.
Right on like the
they just missed the cherry blossom season. If you've ever seen that before, like when all their trees turn pink, all their tree leaves turn pink, which is good because I guess it's super busy, tourist heavy there during that time of year. That was one thing. It was busy, bro. There was a lot of people in not very big places, not very big areas.
Yeah. Streets are traffic on the sidewalk.
Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah. God.
That's so dope though. Like, Japan.
The plane flights go on, of course. Back to work, man. I was eager to get back though. Eager to get back. 2 weeks is a good amount of time for a vacation. Vacation over there. I'm ready to get back to it, man. I had to fight the jet lag yesterday a little bit. I was sleepy yesterday, but I know we're feeling good today.
I definitely feel like that is natural. I've never even been international, so I can't even speak on what type of jet lag or whatnot I would have. But
yeah, bro, it's not too bad flying there from this side of the world.
Yeah.
Because you go ahead in time, but when you fly backwards, you basically go back in time 16 hours.
It's time travel.
Yeah, no, for real, it's kind of mind-boggling if you think about it long enough. So I left Japan. When I was in Japan, it was Monday at 5 a.m. or excuse me, 5 p.m. That's when my flight took off. Monday, May 27th. And then I got home in Arizona. Like I walked through my front door at 8:30 p.m. Monday, May 27th. Yeah. So it was pretty gnarly.
A little trippy.
Yeah.
Well, man, I definitely tell you, I'm happy to have you back. Then, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but shoot, man, I've been missing you guys on these calls.
Thanks. Excellent, man. I'm excited to get back to it. What's your read this morning?
I want to see Price kind of correct this bearish move that it was in overnight. There was some very strong news yesterday that came out just regarding consumer confidence, which is why I never really get like this, but I was really heavy on bearish movement. But it was because of this consumer confidence right here that came out. It was the first, strong news folder of the week after the banking holiday. You know what I'm saying? So once we got that, like I said, I told you I've been in the trade since 7 a.m. yesterday, and it just filled this morning. And overnight, you just see these candles right here, just this bearish movement. Really from this area, a lot of liquidity left at this level. So I don't know if price will keep going down. It might have already hit his, because we've been in a bullish scenario, right? Yeah. So we've been pretty bullish. So this might be its correction on the bearish side to then move back bullish. But like I said, I just want to see it correct this move a little bit. And then, because we have some news at, I think it's 7. Yeah, so we have some more news at 7. Orange folder, but it's Wednesday. and just around the trading space. I know you've heard like the midweek reversal type stuff. So I just want to see how that 7 o'clock news impacts, if it impacts at all. But definitely see us moving back bullish, at least a little bit this morning. So it is dependent for me on the dollar as well and how the dollar wants to move. Let's actually look at it, the dollar on a little wide angle. I feel like the dollar can start moving back bearish or bullish.
I got my side by side up. Open up another. Dollar's been nice and dollar's been pretty bullish over the last day or so.
Yeah, definitely.
Last 24.
Yeah, let's see if it respects this trend, which it definitely has. Had a decent trend on it. I got a key decision-making zone right at 23.41. Or actually, what is that? 23.32. A pretty key decision-making zone area. I want to see how price moves around that level.
23.32. Yep, I see it.
It's about 78 pips from where we're at now. I've taken a few lessons in recent history, just trying to trade through decision-making zones. So I won't enter any sells until we break that level. I mean, it's actually 100 pips, so that's enough room. Anything like over 50, I'm good with squeezing something out. But anything less than that, I've just not had great success. And those lessons are a valuable teacher. I can't believe that stuff happened with Surge Trader, man. That was tough to see.
Yeah, bro. You were up decent on that route.
Yeah, and that wasn't too much of a big deal. It was really just not having that access anymore, you know. And I haven't even stressed trying to like reach out, like, am I gonna get my refund or what? Because that's just, I feel like it's just one of those things that they're not even gonna respond to me. You know, that's done with. But I want to check out this Top Tier Trader. I've heard some good things about Top Tier. Just from a few traders that I know, and just from following them, you know, on socials. They use Trade Locker, so it's not like Surge Trader. They were trying to use their own platform, like through their, you know, portal and whatnot. Top Tier is actually connected to a credible, you know, trading platform. But there's nothing like a live account.
Straight up.
Nothing like a live account.
boy. Nothing like alive. Yeah, but I felt the same way when Secure the Bag went down. I was like, damn, like that was kind of ate it, you know. It sucks, but you know, yeah, it's tough. I'm definitely off the prop wave for now.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I got one more turn at it, and if that prop, I don't even know when I'll do that prop firm either, but that'll just be the next one I try.
Yeah.
But it's just a beautiful thing because like once you have just any capital you start with, like once you can understand that the lot sizes in the big picture don't matter as much, you can, like I've been trading with the 0.01 lot. That's the smallest lot you can trade. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't really got that sense of like I want to increase my lot or anything like that. Just because just profits are profits, and once we increase our capital, man, we're not gonna care. We're gonna be our own prop firm essentially.
Definitely. Definitely.
Get some water real quick. I just cut my lemon in the dark, and I realized that probably wasn't the safest thing, but I
not.
do have all my fingers still.
That's funny. Yeah, maybe we'd like to just shed a little light on the situation this time. Pun intended.
Shed a little light on the situation. Oh, man.
Have you go ahead?
I was gonna say, you been keeping up with the hoops?
Yeah. Well, I watched the game last night. I did my best to. I watched. I probably watched 3 or 4 games while I was overseas.
What was the time difference again? 13 hours?
16 hours. Yeah, so the games were usually on around like 10:30 or 11, somewhere around there in the morning.
Okay. That's how it is. And then I want you to say what you're gonna say, but how is like the US culture out there? Is it something that is like, can you notice American culture, not culture, I guess, American people like involved with NBA, with sports like that, or is it like
Yeah, I hear you. It was interesting because like the sports culture over there is almost non-existent. Like like little kid, never saw like little kids with like balls, like like I saw one kid in like a baseball uniform. I saw a couple baseball fields, but I didn't see any like outdoor hoops. I didn't see any kids playing any sports at the parks. Wow. It was it was very odd actually. Like the sports culture is very, very small there. Yeah, like when you'd go out, like there weren't like games wouldn't be on. Like, it's just not a part of. It doesn't seem like to be a part of what they do.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And as far as like the American culture and I'll call it the Western culture, it's like I saw most of the Americans I saw were obviously tourists. I've run into a handful of Americans. Americans kind of stand out in a sense, like when you see them in the crowd. So I mean, and especially in the touristy spots, you'd see your tourists. But as far as like Western culture, you see it a lot in like the design and the fashion. But outside of that, there was only one city we stayed in where I was like, damn, like this city is very westernized, and it reminded me, it was very reminiscent of New York City. That was a city called Osaka. We stayed there 2 or 3 nights. But that was the one city where like people would like smoke on the streets. People would be kind of out and about late, and you'd see a fair bit of trash on the ground, trash in the alleyways and stuff like that. Like every other city we went, there was no trash on the ground. Nobody was smoking on the streets. There's like designated smoking areas. It was just pristine. It was quiet, after about 8 o'clock. So in that sense, so that, like every other city, like I said, other than Osaka, I was like, yeah, this is different. People are different here. They seem to really value just order. And just order. Like it'd be 9 in the evening, and there'd be like a red light. It's like a red like no crossing light. It's like cross the street. The guy's a pedestrian. Not one soul would cross the street, even though there's literally like no cars. It's the funniest thing ever.
Wait for that green light.
Yeah, nobody's antsy. Nobody's in a rush. They're just waiting for that green light. As soon as the green goes, get skipped to themselves over the street.
Nah, that's dope though.
Yeah, it definitely made me appreciate this order and doing things the way they're supposed to be done. Even in public settings when nobody really cares. You're gonna get in trouble or anything like that. It's just following the order of everything. It just makes everything so smooth and kind of peaceful and calm. But
that is dope. I can't lie. That's just dope to see the different way of life. I think is what would puzzle me, and I would want to be a part of that. Is that they're not a communist country, are they, or is it?
No. I'm not too sure the structure of their government. But one thing I noticed is you don't see a Japanese flag, so they're not very nationalistic at all. Like usually, like I saw one flag and it was at like an embassy or something like that. That was the only Japanese flag that I saw. Even like in like little like souvenir spots and things like that. Like they don't you don't see like their flag, which
That's
is
interesting.
Kind of interesting. Yeah. You just when you're over there, you just pay attention to those subtleties.
For sure.
It's fascinating. But they have a beautiful culture. That's I went to Europe over the winter, and I really like Germany and Austria. I would go back there, but I also think like, would this be a place I could live in? Like I could see myself being for an extended period of time. The thought concept of it. In Germany and Austria, I'd much prefer Japan. just because the order, the culture, and, you know, the people. The English isn't as good though, I will say, across the board. But the difference is, and I guess this is what really matters, is the people are very, very willing to help you understand what's going on, and help you just through different social cues, and they do their best to, you know, help you order food, and you know, they figure out where a certain spot is or how to get to this train. When in Europe, the English was better, but they weren't as willing to kind of help you out, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just like, you figure it out type.
Yeah.
Like kind of looking at you as the oddball out instead of understanding you are the oddball, and all right, how can we provide it? That's so dope, bro.
And the Japanese, the yen is obviously valued less than the dollar, and so we'd pay probably 55, 70 cents for every dollar we'd spend in America. And so our meal is like a good meal. Like here, you know, you're spending, you know, 16, 18 bucks on a meal here. You know, over there, you'll spend about 1,200 yen, which is about $7-8, you know, per meal. You know, so you definitely spend less money on, you know, food and just food and goods, like stuff you buy at the grocery store and stuff like that. It's definitely less expensive than over here.
Did you notice, like, was there a lot of Japanese products, like, at the grocery store?
It was all Japanese products.
All Japanese products.
Yeah, I mean, you saw some brands that, you know, we see over here, but
yeah, for the most part, it was all stuff that was over there.
Yeah, they don't call lotion. They call it skin milk. So they just have like different names, and it's branded differently over there, advertised different. Me and my friends that went there with me, we were funny. We were saying the one thing we're gonna miss is the ads, the Japanese ads, like on YouTube, and, you know, just the commercials and stuff like that. They're funny, bro. They're funny. They definitely have an interesting take on advertising marketing. It's hilarious.
That is, like you said, 2 weeks, I think, is definitely a good time, especially to be involved in that type of culture, that type of shift in time zone. That would be tough for me to get. Probably a few days it would take, I would think, to get used to.
I mean, it really doesn't take long. Like going from here, going to there, it doesn't take you long. I feel like one day, you might have one day where you're tired and sleepy and getting adjusted, but then you have, you know, one sleep there, and then you wake up fine. Yeah, it's really not that bad.
Definitely
go looking to make. Yeah, bro, we got to go looking to make a bear smoothie, maybe.
That's what it looks like. That is exactly what it's appearing to be. I like the way this 5 minute looks a lot. The only thing I'm worrying about is this. Okay, that 30-minute zone that it just broke. So I'll probably like a correction back to this level that we're breaking now before I decide to enter. I mean, we see that inbound that it's creating right now. Jeez, look at that. What time is it? 5:52. Yeah, we'll wait. I'll definitely wait for some type of correction. A 5 minute looks beautiful though. Broke that 30-minute zone cleanly that it was struggling to break.
Yeah, I hammered this on my demo, seeing how this plays out.
Yeah, no, I like that entry.
Love the volume, love our
Volume,
angle.
sheesh.
I'm looking at that 23-32 area for possible clubs.
Yeah. And so now for me, since we're already here, I won't enter any sales. That was a good entry for you to get it up there. So that'll give you about roughly 80 pips to that next level for me. But this is where I get in trouble when I try to trade.
Damn, why'd that take me up? That's interesting. We'll close down. I tried to say take profit at 23.33, but for some reason it took me out at 23.35.5.
Are you on Trade Locker?
No, I'm on MetaTrader. But going to my Trade Locker now. Actually, now that you said that.
You have a demo set up on Trade Locker?
I do.
Nice. With KLT?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, that 500 leverage they got on KLT is nice.
Not bad.
Not that I ever use more than a 0.25 if I'm on ZAR, but just having that access. Yeah, let's get a retracement up to this level. I would really like to see price come and do something like this. Bounce off that level. And then head back downwards. There it goes. The volume starting the weekend.
Can't get into my broker right now. Dear. About $45 interesting. Counts. I always said the one thing about traveling. So I went with one of my buddies at work. He's a busser at the restaurant I worked at, and his cousin. So it was cool though. We had a really good time. But like the second week we were there, they just kind of got tired of each other. You could tell. So, yeah, so the second week I did kind of play moderator, kind of because there's probably a 2-3 day span in the middle of the second week we were there where they decided to spend some time away from each other. Just on like some family, you're just around this, you're around the same people, same person for a while. You just kind of get at each other.
Yeah.
So I had a great time, but I will say it makes you think twice before you invite that one person on that one trip,
For sure, especially 2 weeks.
Yes, for sure. Yes. Yeah, traveling in a small group was definitely good. Everybody wants to do what they want to do, at the end of the day, after so long.
Yeah, I
Especially
probably
as the
would
group gets
honestly.
larger.
I would definitely be the type of person that wouldn't mind going off by themselves if I couldn't do what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
Probably.
That's what I ended up doing.
Yeah.
I sure so got service on my phone and just kind of did my thing. Yeah. And the last couple of days, we kind of brought it back together, and we kind of we did some stuff together, which was dope.
Who we got? Is that Justin? Yes, sir. Justin, what's going on?
We want to trade with 1,000. What's your demo at? Balance.
I don't know what my demo is at. I want to say it was $500.
Yeah, it's not good too.
I'm on my live account, so
Yeah. Oh, I'll put that create account.
Justin, you had a Surge Trigger account, didn't you? Or am I mistaken? I could be mistaken.
No, I never got one.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah. Number.
Yeah, so I'm just once again, patient Pete on these calls. So I'm just really being patient on this entry, this move here from gold. Made a strong move when it broke this 30-minute decision making zone right here. But I mean, as we see our MACD, I want to see this red line correct itself. Need that to correct itself. Want to see this imbalance get filled. It doesn't have to get filled, but this definitely has to correct itself before I decide to get back in the market. Just one of those things, like I was talking about yesterday. It comes to a point in time where you learn so many lessons off the same thing. It's like I can't force these things that I've seen happen over and over again, even in the situation where it works out in my favor, right? So that's kind of where I've gotten to. I feel like I've really matured in my trading, because I didn't notice it, but there would be times where I would get FOMO, and you try to build like a story of excuses to where it doesn't sound like FOMO, and ultimately that's exactly what it is. And it's not being able to control that emotion of missing out on something, and that has hurt me. I've profited from it, but ultimately it's done more damage. So that's where I'm at right now with this move. I would love to see it correct this entire imbalance here and touch my 30-minute decision-making zone and then head back bearish. For those of you on the call yesterday, we talked about the consumer confidence, that news folder that came out, bullish for the dollar. It took a while for that to show itself on price action. But as we seen, overnight, price did move roughly, over 100 and some change, after literally consolidating all day, right? I entered a trade literally back right here, right in this area. And then we saw it consolidate all day long until we finally got our move. So, patient Pete. I don't know where Pete came from, and I don't know who Pete is. but I know he's pretty patient.
Gotta be. Gotta be. I'm right there with you. I think it's a really good read. I think I'm, where I took that entry, get in, get out. I think that's there's a quick play there, but I really like what you just said there, as far as reversing a little bit, just in preparation for a heftier, more robust bearish run. Getting back into my 4-hour decision-making zone. I got a purple box laid out, and it's just right on that edge as far as this consolidation or an accumulation area. We'll see how it plays off that. I really love Trade Locker. I actually really like it.
I do like it as well. I can't lie.
You don't like it?
No, I do like it. I do. It's growing on me, and having it on the desktop is something that's new for me because I'm normally used to trading on my phone.
Yeah,
and so I'll still take entries on my phone, but being able to have it, right as I'm looking at the chart, I'm just click buy right there and I'm in, is definitely a good feeling. Yeah, I got a new setup finally, man. So I don't have my I have my laptop still, but it's my lady's now, but I'm gonna get her a new laptop here soon. But just having this desktop setup is bigger screen. It's nice. Really enjoying this.
I'm gonna ask you how you liking that desktop.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. I get to sit here and kind of just chill.
It's nice not having to just. It's nice not having to just manipulate the screen so much.
Yes. No, for sure. And I like how Zoom. I didn't know Zoom did this, but like where it shows our picture in the corner, it leaves it in the corner, so I don't have to worry about moving mine on the screen. Yeah. But then I got my Trade Locker right there, and it's still got a decent size screen to look at my chart. Can easily maneuver to my my Safari.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everything is good. Price just corrected that entire bearish move right there. Let's do a gold, see what the dollar's doing. And so this is one of those situations where the market's trying to manipulate us because we have the dollar moving up and gold is also moving up, and that is not accurate. Like that's also one of those things that I have gotten in trouble with not analyzing. And we just stop making the same mistakes over and over again. We'll start seeing our account compound day after day.
That's more than just the journey is even a subtle word for what the path of the trader is. It's Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, man. It comes into your emotions, add on the technical analysis. There's just so many factors that can influence the way we decide to trade the market. And what's interesting, as I've done on our end of things, market research, but just kind of following more traders and kind of understanding their systems and how they go about the market. You realize that there's not one system. Obviously, I'm gonna say our system is superior, and our the tools that we use, the combination of tools that we have, there's something really special about it. Out there in the world, there's no one has like the formula like that. That doesn't exist. That's some thought concept that I think people that aren't familiar with trading and how it actually works. There's not one formula. As far as the technical side of things, like entry confirmation, exit confirmations, that type of thing. The development comes as you understand your emotions, understanding your tools, and understanding what you're looking for, and the timing and the not the discretion, but just understanding your intent behind each trade and that type of thing. It's everything outside of just the technical tools that we improve on over time as traders. That's what gets you there. Just the recognition of that in the first place. Once you recognize that you're in your development phase, or your real development phase.
Just like anything, beautiful.
Just like anything's gonna take time, man. It's gonna take time.
I gotta write that down. The intent behind each trade, like that is a podcast topic right there.
No, for sure. Going into each trade not really knowing what you want to get out of that specific trade.
Yeah. Or why you're even entering. It's like
why
am I entering because I feel like I'm missing out on something, or because I want the market to do what I want, or I feel that's the intent behind each trade. No, I'm glad you said that though, because there's definitely well over, probably I'd say, maybe this is on the low number, maybe it's on the high number, but I'd say somewhere around 1,000 different trading strategies. It could be on the high number, but I just based on how many, like when I hit this bar right here, and we go to community, and I just see all the different, indicators, right? There's trending indicators. There's all these different types of freaking indicators. There's just technical indicators. So wow, there's a Williams indicator. Interesting.
Need that.
But this is, man. But of course, the indicators that we utilize, the way that we utilize them, and especially on this 1 minute time frame, I think is like you said, very special.
Yeah, I think as we've come a long way just in utilizing the higher time frames as well to make informed decisions on the lower time frames. Because I know I got myself into trouble just being so hyper focused on those lower time frames. You kind of you might know the trend, but what you're seeing on the 1 and 5 minute kind of overweighs what you're seeing as far as the big picture of the market and what's really going on. So you can get yourself into trouble. You can get yourself into some situations that you'd rather not be in. I think really understand the news that's coming in and what our daily levels are, 4 hours, what our 4 hour, 1 hour look like. And then boiling that down, trickling down, top down analysis, working from the top down, just utilizing all the information that's being provided to us by TradingView. We've come a long way in that respect. I have, at least.
No, I definitely feel you on that. That's kind of why I've been able to really, like, just to use yesterday's example. Like, honestly, to be in a trade for almost 24 hours is something I've probably never done. But to be able to just tell the story behind it all, it came off the higher time frame. It came off of understanding what was happening on the higher time frame. And that is actually really important. And I feel like I've understood how important it is in my lessons that I've taken, because it's like, okay, I took this lesson, but if I'd have just analyzed just a little bit, a bigger picture, maybe I'd have had more patience on my exit. Maybe I'd have had more patience on my entry. So you hit the nail on the head, as they say.
I really want to work on just my discernment, just being selective on when I decide to enter the market, not being enticed, not being manipulated. That's still falling into traps. So I really want to work on my discernment, and I'll throw patience in there. That's what I'm really working on developing over these next couple months, next couple weeks.
How do you think is, like, without participating in the market, or is that the only way you think you'll be able to work on that? Or like, how do you think you can work on your discernment?
I said just being intentional, in thinking about that before each trading session. Just kind of, at the end of the day, where these trades are executed manually. Every time we push that buy or sell button, it's a choice, and there's that thought before you make that choice. Damn, should I enter? Should I be patient? But just keeping the thought of being discerning and being patient, and just understanding what I'm seeing. I think it's more of a focus thing, because at this point I know what I'm looking at. I know what the market wants to do at any given moment. I love just we were texting back and forth yesterday. I think you had sent something, but we were just talking about how the market's only doing. I said the market's only doing two things at any given time: looking for liquidity or areas of inefficient price action. And then you added one more. I forget how you described it, but you essentially looked for. You said decision-making zones for safety. So those three things, and understanding what kind of state the market is in along those three different kind of avenues that the market can go forward with. And just being focused on that, and then simplifying what I'm looking at to those three things, and then using my tools. Obviously, using my tools to help guide me. Not getting tunnel visions to just observing one aspect of the strategy, and just looking at the bigger picture, in a sense of where is the market in terms of those three aspects of what it's trying to do.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like that's definitely something I've adopted much more. Before, it was like I was trying to blend my observations with my executions, and that's when I would get into trouble instead of just being just observing. I would try to, like right now, I would be trying to take a buy towards this area of imbalance, right? Instead of just being patient, like on this 8 hour right now, like just being patient. If entry confirmations came in, maybe I enter on that, but just waiting for it to, like you said, kind of be in that situations because it's either gonna, like when it's doing those two things, hunting liquidity or hunting, decision making zones or imbalance, right? That's either an impulse move or correctional move, right? And being able to discern that as well, right? Like, okay, is this move? Because right now, like we just take this example, like we can say this move down was the impulse, right? This move from top to bottom, 260 pips, that was the impulse move, right? And so now we're kind of going into this correctional phase. And what is it going to be correcting? How far is it going to correct itself? Potentially, the entire area of this is imbalance here, is inefficient price action. And so it's definitely, I think that's just the beautiful thing, man. Like we can never stop developing as traders and evolving as traders. Like even once we hit a point of our technical analysis of where we don't want to necessarily learn new concepts, now it's like a car and we're just modifying our parts of those concepts, of the ones we already like, finding better parts of the same, engine per se to use, right?
Yeah.
I freaking love trading. There's a constant development. Discernment, our decision making, not being so. I feel like there's times where I would get so caught up in what I wanted to see happen instead of just having ideas and then letting those ideas play out. And if they didn't work out, finding a new idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to, because I'm putting together my dental school application, and I'm trying to. I haven't started my personal statement, but thinking about it, and I want to be able to just articulate on the fact of just how trading is it's truly one of like the best personal development practices, It truly does force you to work on so many of these various skills, technical skills, literally like your dexterity and more of the physical side of things, but literally every internal emotion, impulse, it forces you to kind of get control of that and kind of learn that about yourself. It's I think how much trading just puts you in a state of learning more about yourself and how you think and how your emotions work and impact your thought processes. Understanding that it just carries over to everything else in life. It's not it doesn't stay in the trading realm per se. It carries over to everything else, definitely. At least I feel like, in my experience.
Sure.
But that's why I'm just so grateful for it. So I love it. It's just you're literally developing yourself. You're not just becoming a better trader. You're becoming a better person. And obviously, how you frame it is everything, at the end of the day. But yeah, that's how I like to frame it.
No, I think a lot of traders would
would agree. Even me myself, like even something as subtle as getting up this early to trade each day, like that. There's no other time that I actually want to trade based on the knowledge we know about this time frame of trading, this window, right? I want to put myself in the best position, and this time zone, right? Of course, when you're in Japan, it was probably a lot. That time zone was, man. What would the calls been? 9 p.m.
5 a.m. was 9 p.m. there.
Just beautiful. There's like a nightcap, and just imagine the different freaking. And then on the other side of that, there's some people that do this, and it's the middle of the night for them. You know what I'm saying? And but I think that's simple discipline of, all right, but not getting up, in a way where I'm like, oh, I have to get up. Like, you got to be locked in. You got to be focused. You got to be like, you can't have those negative emotions. This is not a chore, right? So I think that's really helped me in just doing hard things, and just whatever it is I do, whether it's a decision I have to make that's hard, just being able to approach hard situations, I've been able to be, I feel like, really level-headed. Really, I like to use the word observative. I feel like that's been a good word in my vocabulary recently, just because everything is really an observation, whether it's on the charts, whether it's in your environment, whether it's internally, ultimately, as we just continue to make observations, the more we can understand, right? And the more we understand, the more we can know how to apply it. And then that's kind of that three-headed monster I always talk about: knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. And like you said, I don't think there's any other industry or practice that you can do that develops those things directly, like to where you have no choice to develop these things if you want to be profitable.
Right.
Like people that are, really stubborn about their ways of thinking, or stubborn about, their approach, mindset, any of that, they're gonna get swallowed up and spit out on the market, just because it doesn't care about that type of stuff.
100%.
So that's fire. Price still just doing its thing. We have about another 34 minutes until this news folder. I can see price correcting this entire area of imbalance before news comes out.
I think I'm in that frame of mind as well. I have, that same I got marked up on my chart. So yeah, I think we could clear that up here before news. We'll see though.
We shall see.
I'm gonna say that music is perfect volume.
Oh man.
Perfect volume, perfect kind of mood setter, if you will. I like it. Mess with it, vibing.
Yeah, I have been loving it. I've been doing my saxophone dude that I like, but I've probably heard almost everything he's got, so just switched it up a little bit. I was tired of hearing the LMA, the 24/7, and then the Aaliyah songs. But how was the music out in Japan? What was that like? Was there any music?
There was.
You go into a restaurant.
There was it was always pretty quiet. There's some places that didn't have any music. Um, it was funny. I went into probably three or four different like American spots. Like they have like American spots.
Yeah.
Obviously, like they're Japanese owned and run, and the people there they're not from America at all. But it's kind of like just their take.
Yeah.
I would say the food was fantastic, actually.
What'd you have?
But there's one place I went to. I forget what it was called. But it was a burger spot. I had the bacon cheeseburger.
Okay.
And the bacon they had like a sausage cut in half. Had some avocado in there. Some fries. Had some steak fries there as well. Super fire. Ate at another burger spot in Shibuya. Our last couple of days there. Then I ate at a Mexican spot. At a burrito that was fire. But they played like your typical 80s 90s hits, which was dope. It was dope. But outside of that, I mean, there was a lot of jazz instrumental stuff, I'd say. Yeah, pretty quiet on the music side. It seemed like.
So you think does their food over there take the cake
For sure.
versus
For
US?
sure.
Cleaner? Would you say?
Oh yeah. When I thought the same thing when I went to Europe, though. Just the way their FDA works, or whatever they call it over there. They just don't get by with the same stuff we get by with over here. Like yesterday, like my stomach was messed up. Just kind of eating, getting back to what mom got in the fridge and freezer. Not that anything was bad, but it's just stuff I normally eat, and kind of upset my stomach just a little bit. Just kind of readjust. You definitely have to readjust to the food, but the food there was amazing, dude. It was amazing. We ate at one of the nights we were there. We ate at a Michelin star restaurant. My first experience at a Michelin star restaurant. Crazy experience. It was dope.
What that
Would it run me?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I think it was like 180.
That's not bad if we're talking
No,
value.
and I got 3 glasses of wine.
Yeah.
So I think it was because the dinner was. Hold on, I can figure it out actually. Because the dinner was 10,000 yen. No, it's 20,000 yen. Excuse me, the 20,000 yen. So the dinner itself was about $125. But then I got a couple glasses of wine, and the wine there's not cheap, but we wanted to enjoy the experience.
For sure.
But one of my homies, I ended up paying a little over 200 because one of the homies, he doesn't eat seafood, and so the other homie, his name's Ronell, who made the reservation, he forgot to tell the restaurant, or I don't know. So Angel, the one who doesn't eat seafood, he was kind of upset, so he didn't eat some of his seafood dishes, so he only got to enjoy probably 5 out of the 10 dishes that came out. So I ended up, me and Ronell, we kind of split the seafood dishes he got, so I covered some of his tab. But yeah, no, it was a great experience. I still have, they gave us, hold on. I gotta find it. They gave us like the menu in like a folder. Take home. Like when we left, they brought us out like this little envelope, like the name of the restaurant on the front. And so because they change, like they have a different like menu every single night.
Damn.
So it has like the whole menu, like all 10 dishes, and then they call them artists. So the artist, the manufacturer, and the design. They have like the name of everybody in there. It
They
was,
brought out
super
all
dope.
10 dishes.
Not at once. Not at once. They pace you.
But they
so
give you, so you pay just a premium basically, kind of like a flat amount, and you get it all.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
For 125 to the 180, I'm good with that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, bro.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, like obviously they have a Michelin star, so like it's a fantastic restaurant. Fantastic restaurant. It was essentially like two like kind of more appetizer meals, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like 6 more like main course meals.
Nice.
Then three desserts. Yeah, all of them were. Yeah, I'll have to show you the pictures of the dishes. All of them were just fantastic.
Oh yeah,
it was amazing.
That's so dope.
And the only thing I wish was the chef spoke English. Because after each dish came out, he'd come out to the table and just talk about the dish, what's in the dish, where the ingredients came from. But the chef didn't speak English, so he had one of the attendants just like write something up for us on the Google Translate, and we just had to read it. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It didn't take away from the experience at all, but it would have been dope just to kind of hear him talk about the dish to us.
And you get on that Duolingo, man, the Japanese Duolingo.
Yeah, for real.
That would have helped. Nah, that's dope though. Man, that just makes you want to travel so much more.
Yeah, bro, I'm all in on it.
Definitely got to get out to the Japan.
Yeah, I think I want my next trip to be a solo trip. I think I want to take my first.
Well, all right then, bro. Never mind.
No, man. But what made me realize that was just kind of venturing off by myself. Like it's nice not to have to like kind of worry about other people in the group.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I love people and I love being around my friends, but there's just kind of something, empowering, being in a foreign country, figuring out, how to get your stuff from one town to the next spot to the next.
Like something
get
you really like soak it in too. Like you looking at like it's I don't know. I feel like that's how I'd be too. Like it's just especially a country that I've never been. It's like we're not going. We're just going everywhere I want to go. Like I said, even if that's nowhere. Even if I'm just sitting here looking at the trees. Like let me look at the trees.
Right.
Nah, bro, that's so dope. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Come here.
Super dope. And Price just touched the edge of that. Just touched the edge of my favorite part you got. What time you got? 6:36.
Yeah, it's being a little lazy right now. We got about 20-ish minutes, 24 minutes for news. So I definitely think we'll get some movement come news. Dollar still working its way up, which honestly I don't mind seeing at all. USD actually looks great. If I would have saw that, I would have liked to take that entry. USD. That's super clean.
NZD USD, a pair I like to watch, having good movement, good bearish movement out, setting up for one of these.
Let's see how that one plays out from USD. I didn't take it, but no, dude, I like the ZAR. Can't lie. Especially because it's a pair that, like, it has to move like the dollar is. Like, you don't have to try to. There's no guessing about the structure of it. As long as it looks like the dollar, then it should literally be emulating that move.
Is that because just of the relative strength of the ZAR?
I think it's just because of the strength of the dollar, like the USD being the dominant pair. I haven't seen a clean move come in and the dollar is not making that same exact move.
Mm-hmm.
So might be time for that CO. What was there? Is there some coffee out there? What was the coffee like? Or was there more tea?
The coffee culture, like the cafe culture, is huge. Like they have a lot of little cafes and stuff like that. Check out a couple. Coffee is fantastic. The tea culture in itself, there's kind of a lot to it in a sense. 'Cause they have in Japan, they have like traditional tea ceremonies. So there's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like those tea ceremonies are very they're a part of their culture. I can't find the word, but like there's
like
some
ritual?
hotels and yeah, there you go. There's some hotels that would do like tea like ceremony rituals, and there's some a handful of temples that would have one as well. It's like a tea ritual that you can go through. I didn't do any of them, but yeah, that's definitely green tea. Definitely big over there. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what, they love their goddamn Starbucks. I'll tell you that. Starbucks, they're making a killing over there.
Starbucks
Damn,
still
man.
making a killing internationally.
Yeah, bro. When at our last hotel, there was like there's like a park, and it was like on top of like buildings. Like it was like on top of a shopping center. There's like a big ass park, and there's a Starbucks up there. And then our hotel room is probably our hotel. The hotel and the park like are connected to each other. And so we were probably on. I think we were on like the 7th or 8th floor, and our hotel, you had like a perfect view to see the park. As soon as that Starbucks opened, and dead busy, just stupid busy throughout the entire day. It was ridiculous. It was funny. This was really funny. Like you have all these little cafes and all these cool little coffee shops. And, hey, Starbucks it is, I guess.
$9 coffee. I guess it's a little less over there.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe. Joe said his daughter's getting married this Saturday.
Shoot, congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome job out there. Yeah, I saw Joe, one of Joe's kids graduated the other day too. Super dope. So Joe's has had his hands full the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Price really just touched that level. I see it really respected my 5-minute decision-making zone I have. We see a few different times it came up to this level. This being the 3rd time it has come up to this level and respected it. I want to see if it takes out this low here prior to news. Because I think if it decides to take out this low prior to news, it is then going to go back up and take out this imbalance, I think. Because, I mean, you still have about 18 minutes, still a good amount of time. And that's still a very strong area, like, especially on my 8-hour. Then I got my 8-hour decision-making zone right below. It's like, I personally want to see price get out of this level whether it's bullish or whether it's bearish. But I want to see it remove itself. Just a lot of room. I just want to see it remove itself from this level. Because I'm not going to get into an entry on a buy to where we move towards this imbalance. So I would get into some sells after it does feel this imbalance and goes back down, but listening to the jazz made me want to go to like a state where it's that culture's heavy. I want to see what type of environment that is like, you know, where
I know there's some dope jazz bars here in Phoenix.
Really?
One of my homies was telling me, I feel like
you should definitely go, bro. That'd be
I'll get the name of it. Actually, he said it was super cool.
I'm assuming like downtown Phoenix, probably.
Yeah.
Downtown Phoenix has everything now. Downtown Phoenix is really coming up.
It really is, bro.
Quickly.
Really
or maybe I'm just late to the party.
Because
I'd be like, yo.
I laugh at just how little I know about like Phoenix, you know, like spots and like I've lived here. I'm 24. Yeah. I've lived here for 22 years of my life. Where I couldn't tell you too much about, you know, what like down there and, you know, different spots and such. But I definitely want to get to exploring and checking out some of the dope spots over there. You know. But yeah, no, the jazz bar would be dope.
No, my sister went to this one spot. It was right by you. It was right on Central and Camelback, and it was actually a hotel, but we went to eat, and I was like, how long has this place been here? Just because of it was. You probably have drove by a number of different times, and you wouldn't know. For one, there's a hotel, and then for two, there's a really good Mexican food spot. I'm trying to look for the name. It was called. I'm gonna find it real quick. But it was really good. They had some really good drinks. You know, it was a good vibe. It was called Lilo.
I've never heard of that before.
It was a poolside bar, basically, but they had a bar, and then they had, you know, kind of the pool area, but it was literally connected to a hotel, and it was pretty busy. You know, she said they've been there for, I want to say since like 2020, 2019 maybe, but it was a good vibe. The food could have been better. Maybe I got carne asada, you know, steak, carne asada fries, which waiter gassed them up a little bit. So, you know, new place, the waiter's gassing them up, and I gotta try it, you know, because I gotta see if you're really telling me the truth. But no, it was good though. I would definitely go back, but.
You're still about to check it out. Yeah, I've never heard of that spot before. Right by the crib, Central Camelback.
Just past
run there in
10
minutes.
Dutch Bros, and just past that.
What can you tell me about this Richmond Manufacturing Index? The 7 a.m. news level composite index based on surveying manufacturers of Richmond natural grid and forecast is good for currency.
Not much.
Above zero indicates improving conditions. Below indicates worsening conditions. Tends to have a muted impact because there are earlier regional indicators related to manufacturing conditions. Heard you. Data is derived from a survey of about 55 manufacturers in the Richmond area, which asks respondents to rate the relative level of business conditions, including shipments, new orders, and employment. We'll see what comes of it.
Yeah, there's literally just a folder about this on March or April 23rd, so it's a monthly folder. Let's see what happened then. April 23rd, 7. Pretty neutral move there, March 26th. Yeah, just not showing great impact. Actually, March 26th, there was a bearish result from this folder, which would make this currency, this pair gold, move upwards, which it did ended up moving upwards. Which this is actually something I've started to get used to with, some news folders maybe not generating impact immediately, but understanding that it will have impact on the way price, persists and, proceeds forward, similar to the move yesterday. Like, I could not let go of the fact that the consumer confidence was so bullish, and I know that directly correlates, to moving the dollar, and inversely, it's going to move gold. So, I mean, given we get I would like to see some type of green action from this folder right now. Because anything green means we're going up on the dollar and we're going down on gold. So I would like to see that. So that means, let's see, above 0 indicates improving conditions. That means, anything above -11 would mean the conditions have improved. Yeah, and that's why I think if we can just understand how these folders move the market, whether it's immediately, whether it's throughout the trading week, I think that's enough, at least for me. I used to, in some folders, I do want to know the context of them, especially the ones that relate to inflation, and the ones that we hear the Fed members talking about. And most of the time, the only ones we really hear the Fed members talking about are the ones that contribute to inflation and the labor market. I really haven't heard the Fed members talk about anything like manufacturing as heavily as I've heard them talking about the labor market and, everything surrounding that: hourly wages, unemployment, consumer confidence, right? And then, of course, like GDP, gross domestic product, CPI, those ones kind of relating right towards inflation. So I think it is valuable to know, like I said, how pairs impact the market. As we got about 8 minutes, and I think it is going to be coffee time for me. So I'm going to go grab that. If you guys want to take you guys got 8 minutes. Actually 7, because this is about the same time I entered my trade yesterday. I'll be right back.
Coffee's just about done. 2 minutes to this news hit. 60 seconds to this news hit. We'll see how this immediate news looks. Not anticipating something big right on the hour here, right when the news filter hits. We'll see though. C minus 30.
Yeah, I would love to see this. I really want to see price fill this area. Love to see that.
Sure.
Let's see what this order comes out
Even
as.
Even if it's first, second.
Okay, so we got a green result from news.
Green result.
I like that a lot. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
So, if we can get price to take out this imbalance, I like it. I like it sweeping this liquidity up here and then heading back down, or even because if it moves to this level, I can see it just moving to this level, right? Because that liquidity right there is what started this move. Right, rather than this. I mean, this liquidity also started the move, but again, if it takes out this, it's a great chance it could take out this area. And so, as we see, news just came out. Didn't see heavy, spike. Right, no crazy spikes. Not bad that we didn't see that. Doesn't mean the volatility and the volume isn't there. Right, it just may take a sec for it to come in. It just may take a sec for it to come in. So we're channeling our inner Pete. And you guys know who Pete is. If you don't know who Pete is, then you better ask somebody. Ooh, that's hot. Everything changed from a morning coffee once I realized I can start heating up my creamer. Everything. Everything changed. Drastically. I got about another 30-minute lifespan out of my coffee rather than 7 minutes before it starts to get lukewarm and then eventually a cold coffee.
That's good. I mean, I like that idea of heating up the creamer. I froth up my creamer. So
you got that little thing?
It warms it up. Yeah.
See, you just on a different level, bro. That's it. You're a barista, you're a bartender. That's it.
I think I got that mug from IKEA, actually. They're super cheap, though. You could get one on Amazon, though. Throw a little battery in there, call it good.
I should, actually.
That was a good move. You use a lot less creamer, too. You use it gains volume when you froth it up like that.
Interesting. Yeah. You learn something new every day.
Every single day, brother. Every single day.
I normally just do a shot glass, and that's generally enough for me. All right, let's see what happens here. I always like to look this up too to see if is computer keyboard need to turn on. There we go. Is the Richmond Manufacturing Index a leading or a lagging? Echo indicator. Hey, stop. What is a leading indicator?
Nothing like that first cup of coffee in the morning. Like,
All right, so this RMI, right, Richard Manufacturing Index, just did a quick few Google searches, right? The first one was, is the RMI? Yeah, Richard Manufacturing Index. I like the RMI a lot better because it's less of a tongue twister. But I looked up, is it a lead indicator or a lagging indicator? And it read that it is a leading indicator, a leading economic indicator. And then I looked up, okay, what is the difference between leading or lagging? And the leading, I mean, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but I like to confirm. A leading indicator, economic indicator, is going to attempt to predict the future, right? So just thinking about price right now. For me to get into any buys would be silly. And just would be silly for me personally, because a folder came out that would be bullish for the dollar, right? And now we may not see the impact immediately because I still think price could take out this area of imbalance, even though I'm looking at volume and I see buyers are getting weak, right? So just understanding that it allows me to interpret the trajectory or the potential trajectory of the dollar, right? That's kind of where my analysis is starting to begin when it comes to those news folders, is understanding how it's going to impact the dollar and then confirming that over here with the dollar. So as we see this, even at the dollar too, like look at our volume down here. Like it's starting to indicate we might be headed bearish on the dollar, but that would not be accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like that would put me in a situation where I am not utilizing what I'm observing. Like we just observed news, which is a key one right now. And so I'm gonna be really, really patient, really patient. I've taken less entries than I have in the past. You know, I used to take probably like 6 to 7 a day, right? I'm closer to 1 to 3 trades per day. And I don't have like a limit or anything, but that's just what is presented to me. And so I execute on that one opportunity or those two opportunities. It helps when I trade another pair. But you know, once I get that one entry, I'm looking to get anywhere from 80 to 100 plus pips from that one entry, especially being on gold. As we see this move here from top to bottom was close to 300 pips, right? We know how volatile gold is, so to get 100 piece nugget from gold isn't asking much. It's just about finding the right execution points, understanding when we're in an impulse or a correction. And like we talked about a little bit earlier, this move downward right here was an impulse move. Impulse. Now price is going into its correctional phase. I would like it to correct all of this and then go into another impulse. So just wanted to touch on the RMI really quickly, because like I said, I didn't know much about it until now. I still don't know much about it, but I know how it's going to impact the market. Good morning. Hey, Q, are kids allowed on Saturday? They don't have to be. I'm just asking. Because I
yeah, of course.
may may not bring Khalil.
You do it. It'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm sure my mom would love that all day.
Yeah. No, I told her because I want my lady to go, and she's like, I don't have to go, and I'm like, yeah, but I want you to go. So
yeah, no, come. Please come. Yeah,
no, for sure.
Plenty
I'll
of,
bring her.
Yeah, no, that'd be dope. That'd be super dope. I got to call work today. Actually, I'm not gonna be there on Saturday.
Hey, yo, I'm
Schedule
not
nights on
coming
Saturday.
in.
Yeah, I'm not. That's not gonna work for me, boss. Yeah, yeah, no, it should be fun. There's UFC fights on too, so we'll have some
Poirier,
entertainment.
is that who the fight was? Poirier.
Yeah, that's the main one. Main
I know.
card.
I think I saw an ad. I think I was on like I forgot where I saw the ad, but that's the only reason why I knew about it. I'm really getting into the fighting stuff though. More boxing than MMA, but it's all an art, and I love it. I love the art of it.
I was gonna ask you, what size gloves do you have? You probably got what, 14, 16 ounces.
I think there's 16.
Yeah, I
If I'm not mistaken.
I have some 12 ounces. They're nice, but if I do like heavy bag work, it's kind of my hands start to hurt.
Yeah, a friend. Yep, they are 16. A friend that actually gave me. Yeah, I think we have the same ones, bro.
The Venom ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, like these are 12 ounces.
Yeah.
I wanted to feel cool.
I really want to get those ones that are like hand. They like fit your hand. They're actual like hands. Rocket, please stop. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, are you talking about like UFC gloves where it's like?
Is that what they are? They're like it literally looks like it's like your actual hand, but they're like padded almost.
Yeah, and they probably go up to like about halfway up your fingers.
Yeah.
Those like UFC gloves. Yeah.
Oh, I want to try those. See how those feel.
Yeah, definitely.
Rocket definitely knows how to get your attention, bro. He's like, throw this toy. He would literally sit and look at me right in my eyes and just make it squeak, bro. I'm just like,
yeah.
Okay, he is hilarious.
That's
no, he is really funny. He is really funny. I can't wait to get in my yard, man. He's gonna go crazy once he gets the yard. What? Come here.
I think I want to get a dog around winter time.
What kind of dog you want?
Definitely a bigger dog. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. Definitely want to get a puppy. I'm just a big dog guy. I do want like a little dog, like a little house dog. When I got a house, a little dog that can sit on my lap. I go that type of thing. But I want a dog that's gonna keep me. I like Dobermans, but I really like Bernese Mountain Dogs, Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds.
Okay. German Shepherds are classic.
Yeah, just the shedding, bro.
That is what it is for me. The shedding. And if I lived in a nicer place, I wouldn't have like having them be a hybrid, right? Inside, outside. But in Arizona, it's just hard to have just an outside dog, bro. It's like
So was it definitely by December I should know where I'm gonna go to dental school. So that's kind of playing into that as well.
You already put your app into USC?
No, so the first day we can submit our applications is June 4th. I think I'm gonna submit mine within 2 weeks afterwards. So my applications will go in around 16, 17 to 18, somewhere around there.
Where else you looking besides the USC?
USC, UCLA, University of Washington I was going to apply to, but they're just not that out-of-state friendly, so I don't think I'm going to apply there. But University of Colorado, Columbia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. Yeah, there's a couple on my list. Okay, UNLV, Utah. Yeah,
All those sound beautiful.
yeah.
Nice,
We'll
nice.
see.
Just as far as like weather, I'm thinking just weather, scenery.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Maybe
yeah, you're really deciding where you want to live for 4 years.
yeah.
The location is huge.
And I know how disciplined you are, but UNLV, I don't know if UNLV, if I want you to go there.
Yeah, my grandpa lives there.
Okay.
So that's the one thing that would kind of get me to go there. Yeah, my grandpa lives there. My grandpa are close.
Yeah,
it'd be cool. It'd be cool to be close to him. But yeah, no, you're right. I had a buddy who played baseball at UNLV. He sure as hell got himself into some trouble. I heard some stories. It's definitely what you think it is. But being around in the culture of dental students, I doubt that they kind of mess with that stuff. But that temptation is just very close and very pertinent. You know what I mean?
Talking about putting yourself in a situation to work on your personal development.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm really excited about, bro. I'm excited to be around just other people that are kind of doing the same thing I'm doing.
Yes.
In like the school side of things,
Yes. Because you learn from people, bro. Like I know I've learned from you in different aspects, just on how you approach certain things. It's like you can't learn from people that aren't putting themselves in those situations and those thought patterns. Like you just can't learn from you. Changing your environment is so important. I really had to realize that how important my environment is. And I've gotten to the point where I'm going to modify my environment. I'm not going to try to fit in my environment. I'm going to modify it to make it what I want it to be for me to be able to develop. You know what I'm saying? And that I think that's just so important, especially like thinking about trading too. For those are the people that kind of may not say how they feel about trading, but when you bring it up to them or when you discuss investing at all, or just that type of the multiplication of your income in any facet, they kind of have like a kind of on the fence about it. And those type of people also have to get removed from your environment if you're going to be able to, I think, grow in your trading. And it just brings us around to what you said earlier about how the trading aspect contributes to the life aspect. As my AirPod just died. How you liking those headphones?
I love them, bro. I love them. Obviously there's some like hindrance, like when you want to like, lay down or like wear a hat or something like that.
Okay.
But they're fantastic. The noise canceling on them is amazing. I do need to figure out. I washed the cushions, because the cushions they get kind of stinky. Like if you after you work out and like you wear them for a while. So I want to find an effective method to where I can clean them every so often. Looked up a little way yesterday. I did it. You just kind of use a toothbrush with some soap. You just kind of scrub them and let them out to dry. Because you can, these things, the cushions are just magnetic. So you can just pop up real quick.
I see.
Which is nice. Yeah, I love them. Love them. Worth the money, in my opinion. They were a little expensive, but.
Yeah, I would love for Apple to develop black AirPods.
Yeah.
Because I have a cleaning issue as well. It's like.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't really like the AirPods is they fall out so much when I'm working out.
Yeah.
Especially like movement. They're just gonna fall out, and You know, and when I'm in the middle of going hard, and just one AirPod drops to the ground, and it's like, oh,
pisses you off. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm with you. Right there with you.
and so not much swinging this morning, which honestly, end of the week, not end of the week, excuse me, end of the month. Rockets, go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. End of the month, you know, I'm thinking it's volumes just started a little slow with the banking holiday this Monday. I still like exactly what I have marked up here for us to move bearish. Please stop. Please. Come on, I got 10 minutes. 10 minutes? You give me 10 minutes, butter. Thank you. Let's check FinViz. I haven't checked it. FinViz. Since this morning, -4.6. I do like the way FinViz looks. USD JPY, there's the yen. Still like those, and I'm never. Yes, I stay away from getting tunnel vision or having a bias, but I feel like it's okay to have a bias, as long as you're not, kind of blinded by that bias.
What you just said there can't go overlooked. Being blinded by the bias, because we're almost looking for a bias in a sense of the fact that we're watching things set up for the market to go a certain way. Because just inherently there'll be some way in which we lean as far as what we're observing, from our tools, but just not being blinded by that and being able to recognize and, not that like you're wrong. I think there's an attachment that we have to, us wanting to be right, in our bias. And I think there's so much value in uplifting yourself from that thought, that bias, and pivoting and reversing your frame of mind and what direction you think the market's going to go, just changing your bias. I think that's very important and hard to do. We always want to be right. Just naturally, we want to be right. We want to think we're doing the right thing, and then sometimes it's hard for us to pivot and change our predisposition, but it's very necessary. So it's certainly a skill that transfers to decision making far outside of trading.
I feel like it in communication is kind of where I find myself growing, like me not wanting to be right on the market, and then when I have a conversation with somebody and being able to hear their side, okay, oh no, actually you're right, you're 100%, you know what I'm saying, rather than being so hell bent on what I'm saying and what I'm thinking and my perception, and
it's money,
and it's so fire. And then thinking about like the market communicates with us, like it communicates information, and we observe it the same way we do in our relationships. Like we communicate with the person, we observe their understanding, we observe their perception, and we either agree with it or we don't, or it fits what we're looking for, and so on and so forth. And I'm always going to try to blend, exactly what we talk about and how it relates to life, because that's what we're about, blooming in all disciplines. So super fire.
Definitely.
Who you got for the finals though, man? You think
I got Mavs, bro.
You think the Mavs are gonna win the finals? I don't want the Mavs to win the finals at all.
Luke is gonna give you two games. He's gonna win you 2 games just off him being Luka. I just don't trust the Celtics when it gets down to it. I don't want to say they've had an easy road up until this point, but they've been fortunate to. Who they have the first round?
Heat.
They had the Heat. No Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy.
And they played Donnie. They played the Cleveland. Didn't have Donovan Mitchell for 2 games.
Wow.
And then the Pacers. They lose Highly for the last 2 games. And then they played in close games, bro. Like they haven't looked that fantastic. We'll see if they get Kristaps back, but Luka's gonna win 2. And then you just PJ Washington's playing great. Kyrie's gonna give you 1 just off having a stellar performance. So I mean, I think it goes late. I think we're looking at 6-7 games, but we'll see. If I'm the Celtics, I keep Kristaps out, and I think you just kind of run with the guys you've been running with. Just because the adjusting to putting him back in the lineup can cost you a game, and you can't afford to have a game like that. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I've had my issues with Luka just as far as his antics and like this how he behaves on the court bothers me. But he has gotten better, and he'll have games, especially as we get deep into plays, where he just doesn't do as much of that, and he just hoops, and you kind of appreciate just how good he is and how like that Luka magic. Like that's not just like something like that. For sure. Is special, bro. Like that and 1-3 he made yesterday.
That was crazy.
Missed the free throw, but I was like, damn, bro. Like that. But that's what he does. Like it doesn't surprise you. Like, oh yeah, that's that's what he does. Yeah, that's what he does.
Luka doing Luka things.
Luka doing Luka things. I love Kyrie. I like PJ Washington. Derek Lively's one of my favorite rookies. I hope he can get
their
that.
bigs are crazy. Daniel Gafford.
I played against Daniel Gafford in college.
He's crazy.
Crazy, very, very. But
where did he play at?
But Arkansas. Arkansas. But having just a dominant backcourt that 2 guys you can put in the pick and roll, and then having 2 lob threats that you can really just interchange. Having lob threats, and then having Derek Jones Jr., another elite lob threat that can shoot 3, that can make the 3,
knocking down 3 too.
You just have so much pressure on the rim, and you have those corner guys. They're a tough offensive team. When they guard, they're tough to beat, though. For real, they're super tough. They're definitely clicking at the right time.
Yeah, they definitely. A little bit earlier, I was a little like OKC series, and then there wasn't the clearest picture of what I saw from them, but they are firing on all cylinders right now, I would say. But the antics from Luka is the only thing that bothers me. He's starting to fall into the same category as LeBron when it comes to his antics, bro. And it's like he will spend the entire time out putting his hands on the shoulders of the ref. Just like, bro, you guys just went on an 8-0 run. Like, you didn't get the foul. It's okay.
Right.
You're gonna get calls. Like, you're gonna get calls. Like, the more you don't ask for them. But after that, it's like, you cannot deny his greatness at all. You cannot deny it. Freaking him and Luka in the backcourt, probably the best backcourt that I can't think of a better one that we've seen, besides really prime Clay and Steph. Like, Like, bro,
Yeah.
it's like Kyrie
Yeah.
and Luka. I have to game plan for both of them.
Yeah.
They play really
I think
well off each other too.
Yeah, they do. They do. I think we need more time to see them together to kind of to make that, yeah, for that argument. Because I'm trying to think of other backcourts.
I can't think of any.
There's been good ones, bro. I'll have to do some memory jog.
Yeah, well, for real, and send them over to me because I'm trying to think about them now. And it's like, even in recent history, yeah, I'm drawing plenty of blanks here.
Yeah, I'll have to look. I'll think of a couple names, a couple teams.
About 10 seconds left on this call, a minute left. Didn't get anything actually, which is not that big of a deal at all. This USD ZAR play, I didn't take it, but you see, this would have played out. We'd be in profit right now, and I see us climbing up just because of the trajectory of the dollar. But other than that, I'm just gonna sit and be patient on this gold entry. I still, like I said, biased towards sales, but open to the opportunities. I won't enter any buys just because if we buy, it's going to be towards this imbalance. And this imbalance lies right on a decision-making zone for me. And that's just something I have in my trading log that I'm not going to do anymore. And that's try to trade through zones. So I want to see it get back up to this level so I can sell off of it, or get back up to this level, break it, retest, and then I buy off of it. But that is kind of where I'm standing on that. But you got anything, Q?
No, dog. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Gonna keep my computer up, just kind of watch, see how we progress through the rest of this session overlap, given the news folder. Man, I'm right there with you. Excited to kind of get back in the saddle here and get going. Gonna throw a couple $100. You gotta get a couple shifts in this weekend. Throw a couple $100 in my live account. Yeah, man, get going on the live. Gonna play around with the demo these last couple of days of this week, or last couple of days of the month. And man, get going as June kicks off. And run it up, man. Run it up. Do what we do.
Run it up. Yeah, maybe we'll go over, like, kind of compare and contrast our risk management strategies for our live accounts.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Because I got a couple of hundred more in my freaking. That's the beautiful thing about the KOT. My money has been sitting in Bitcoin and on KOT. So the $90 or $100 that was in there has like multiplied now to a couple hundred, and I haven't checked on it since, but it's like beautiful, bro. I'm just like, okay, I can just convert that over to USD, throw that in my live account. So, we'll do something like that. But I'll see you a little bit later today.
Sounds good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Alrighty, and that is all for the call today. I'm Bloom CEO Marcus, EHM Trades. He left, but that was Bloom CEO Q, Quentin Trades, Quentin X Trades on socials, right? Don't forget to follow, subscribe. Shout out our Bloomers that hopped on the call this morning. Didn't get any trades, but no harm, no foul, because there will be some throughout the rest of today. But if not, channel your inner Pete, your patient Pete. But we'll see you guys manana. I can figure out how to end this call. I think it's somewhere over here. It's not. Let's do this. I new to Zoom? I don't know how to end the call. This is hilarious. It must be new. There we go. I lied. No, we don't. Yeah, I don't know if Zoom moved the buttons on me or what, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. See ya.